little bit with the cardio machines, basic stuff. Now we're going to go ahead and use our universal machine. I know it's a little bit intimidating. We're going to show you some tricks, and it's super easy. You can do one exercise on almost each one of these stations to get a decent workout. We're going to start with your lower body with your leg press. The two things you have to worry about on here is moving the seat. For me, because I'm shorter, I'm going to have no dots showing on here. And again, depending on how tall you are, your feet are going to be down. Lift up the black handle and push back. Most people are going to be one circle showing if you're tall, over 6 feet tall, sometimes two, but again, for me, it's nothing showing. What I'm going to do, and the way you put the weight is you're going to come around here, and this is the weight stack. For most people, especially if you're starting out, for women, usually the second one. For men, depending on if you've been working out or not, you can just judge it however you want. I'm going to put on my easy one. Again, you can make it harder, easier, it's up to you. Once you get to 15 repetitions on a certain weight, you want to go ahead and go up and challenge yourself. If you don't want to go up a full plate, then there are small little add-ons around. This is a 5-pound weight. You can just add it to the top of this to make it harder, and then once you get to a certain point that gets too easy, then go ahead and jump up a whole plate. So it's up to you. We're going to go ahead and come on over here. Again, we have wipes all around to wipe it off when you're done. You're going to go ahead and sit on down. Now, if you want to make this a little bit more hamstrings and glutes, your heels are going to be up high where it says Paramount on there. So we're just going to give you a couple here. And again, if you're not sure, you're going to give it a shot, a couple up high. And then if you want to challenge yourself and do a couple down low, it's up to you. Again, you're going to do one to two sets of 15 repetitions. Again, you want to make it challenging. If it's too easy, you're not going to really do it and you're not going to get too much out of it. So that's the leg press. And again, we have wipes all over, so I'm going to clean it up real quick. All right, guys, the next thing we're doing is an upper body exercise. This is a lat pull down. Again, you're going to pick a weight, usually for women 30. Guys, it's up to you what you want to do. So I'm going to go ahead and do in between. You can just pull that pin out and stick it back in. You can hold, there's different ways you want to put your hands. I like to get so you can get a bigger, broad range on that back. Take a nice wide stance. You're going to go ahead and come all the way down, lean back slightly. Just pull below your chin and nice and controlled. Again, you want to do about 12 to 15 reps. Once this gets too easy, you're going to go ahead and add that add-on and just pull on down. Another thing you can do using this same bar is working the tricep extension. So hands are nice and tight, shoulders down. You're just going to push from your pants to your chest. I'm short, but if you're a little bit taller, you can hit a bigger range of motion. But for me, I need to step on this bench most of the time. Again, so keep it nice and tight, and then you can get that tricep extension. All right? So we're going to move to the next little thing. Again, you can add whatever. Okay. The next thing is the leg extension. There's two different things you have to do as far as moving goes. With the back, it's going to pull out. There's a little lever here. It is kind of hard, so you're going to have to maneuver it a little bit. Pull that out. Again, down here, depending on where you want on your shins, you can pull this out, take it down, or lift it up. It's up to you. Again, you're going to set the weight to where you feel comfortable. There's a couple different ways that you can make this harder. You can turn your toes in, keep them straight, or turn them wide. If you want to get a little bit of variety, you can do a little bit of both. And you're going to stand up nice and tall. This machine doesn't fit everybody, especially women. It's a little bit bigger. So again, you can just change those feet around. It's up to you what you want to do. 2 or 3 sets of 15. Again, changing those feet just works that quadricep at a little bit different angle. And that's about it. So that's a leg extension. All right, the next thing we can use with this machine is two different things. You can do a bicep curl. Again, there's different attachments, so if you want to change it up, you can always do that, but just keep it simple. We're going to stagger those feet, protecting that lower back, shoulders down and back, and just a simple bicep curl. Again, if you want to make it easier or harder, you're going to add that weight or lighten up. Get nice and controlled, big range of motion. The second thing that you can do using this is an upright row. You're going to turn those hands over, again, staggering those feet, leading with those elbows. You're going to lift straight up, bring it on down. Again, 2 or 3 sets of 15, it's up to you. No pain or strain with any of this stuff. Again, 2 or 3 sets, and that's about it. Next thing we have on this universal is overhead press. Most people can't do this because they have shoulder issues. So what you want to do is do lighter weight if you are going to do this. It's up to you. You're going to stagger those feet, Some people do it sitting down. It's up to you what you want to do. You just want to stagger those feet, hands over the shoulders, push straight up, and right about here. You don't want to drop down. That overloads the shoulder. You can, but again, it overloads the shoulder, so you just keep it right here. This is nice and friendly, and you really can't hurt yourself too much. The only thing you want to do if you are doing this is you don't want to look up when you're doing it because it's going to kink that neck. Again, 2 or 3 sets. It's up to you how much you want to do. Okay, last thing on this universal that we're going to do is a chest press. Again, decide where you want to put it. Weights there. The only thing with this one, you have to watch your head when you come down. So come on down, watch your head coming up. Again, feet are going to be on this mat to protect that lower back. You want to have a nice strong pelvic tilt. Hands are in the same line as your chest. You want to keep the hands in the same line as the muscle you're using. So using those pecs, you want to push straight up. And you want to stop right about here. If you're going to come a little bit lower, it is a bigger range of motion, but you overload that shoulder. So you're safer staying right here. Again, you can do 2 or 3 sets, 12 to 15, it's up to you. Again, watch your noggin coming on up. And that's a little workout using the universal.